what I was just saying was, to anyone who might be already listening, we're talking about how PJ finds it a little weird that Tyler thinks being itchy can hurt, and I was explaining how I get that sometimes too, and for me particularly, it's when it's like hot out, or when part of my body is particularly hot, and there can be a reason for that, and it's something actually soldiers have to deal a lot with. If you're really hot and you're sweating a lot, it's possible that as your sweat dries, some of the salt in your sweat can recrystallize inside of your pores, and then you can have salt crystals like poking you from inside your skin. That creates like a kind of painful pinching sensation. Who was that sneezing?
You heard a sneeze?
I heard 2 sneezes.
From my end?
Yeah.
It was probably my dad.
It sounded like a girl, actually. That's why I was confused, because it was a really high-pitched one.
No, maybe it was my mom.
Maybe. Your dad added me on Facebook.
Okay, I'm surprised I didn't have you before.
No, he just added me, and then occasionally he'll just wave at me on Messenger. It's kind of adorable.
Wait, is that just what he does with people?
I guess.
Because my dad's kind of, obsessed with Facebook. And I'm wondering if that's just what he does with people all the time when he's on it.
Maybe.
It's like, PJ, can you get off the computer? I need to go on Facebook. And he'll just sit there and wait for me to finish. And now I just picture him getting on and waving to everybody. And then once he's done that, he's like, there.
Is that really how he is?
I don't know. This is news to me.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was a scenario you had witnessed or were imagining.
Imagining.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I did say that.
Okay. My brain, it misses things sometimes.
Okay. So now I need to figure out which dungeon has this ring.
Oh, I think I sent you the glyph in one of our previous groups, but that was weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
Are you looking it up, or do you want me to?
I got it.
Okay. Oh, and I asked Keith about the Pathfinder thing. He said he's going to think about it. But you know that the thing he has going on pretty soon, that giant thing?
Yeah?
Yeah, apparently that's potentially days away. So it could be a while. I didn't know it was that close. Apparently it is.
Okay, well, let's see if this is here. Hopefully it's, like, on the first floor.
On the wiki page for the ring, some of the glyphs should list where they are.
In the side area, just before the floor 1 boss room. Okay, so I gotta find the lever first.
Well, there you go. Now you have direction. So you said the other day your average viewer count's up to above 2 now?
It's 2.0 out of 3.
Okay. That's awesome. I love that it's raising so fast now that I guess just switching to Twitch was all you needed to do, huh?
Okay, there's a door. Here's a ladder. Is it? Wait, where's the ladder? There it is. Oh, that's interesting. Just a long dead-end tunnel with a corpse holding 2 blood vials.
This might be a first for me. I got a batch of fries from fries from McDonald's that I just do not like at all.
Are they cold?
They're really dry. Like super dry. Like
They
they're
might-
warm and like fresh, but I think they overcooked the shit out of them.
You know what I think they actually did?
Huh?
I think they may have been sitting there for a while, but they didn't want to throw them out, so they just threw them in the deep fryer again to make them hot.
Probably. Because it's kind of like eating cardboard. Not good. Put those aside.
Alright, 2 for 2 on successful berries.
Hey, can you check your frames? See if it said you dropped any, or if that was something on my end? Because the stream stopped for like 3 seconds.
0.8% dropped frames.
Okay, so a little bit. Yeah, it's not constant. It was just like this 3-second stutter.
Hopefully it doesn't become another issue.
Yeah, hopefully. But this is why I keep the stream open to watch for that shit.
Okay, so I started reading the Pathfinder core rulebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, page by page. I finished reading the section about the core races.
What, you learn anything interesting?
Well, I read the, what would you call it? The glossary at the beginning?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
I still don't fully understand the difference between extraordinary powers, supernatural powers, and spell-like abilities.
Well, I suppose I could look it up while we're doing the stream and hazard a guess at it.
Yeah, EX, SP, and SU.
Though I suppose just based on their words, what is it? Extraordinary powers, spell-like abilities, and supernatural?
Yep.
Does spell-like abilities actually include spells, or no?
It does not.
Okay, then I'm not sure about those. But supernatural, I would assume, are powers granted by, well, literally non-natural means, like the gods or origin or something. Extraordinary power is people who have abilities that they learned just from, like, training and stuff. Essentially, you know, Goku. So the difference between those would be, like, you know, Goku versus, well, I guess a wizard.
Well, a wizard would cast spells.
Yeah, but yeah, thematically, I'm just saying.
Oh, hey, one of you guys appeared.
The blood liquor.
Yeah.
I wonder why they just roam. 'Cause they are set spawns. I just wonder why they put them there. Because it seems like they only show up once you've killed most everything else in a dungeon. Otherwise, it won't actually spawn it. Oh, I was going to talk to you about some. I know a few times now I've recommended that between this and Dark Souls 3 we play Castle Crashers.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe we should actually hold off on that.
Well, it's
'Cause
a
I've been
good thing
playing
I
it-
didn't buy it then.
Yeah.
I was
Because I've been
planning on
playing. I mean, it's still a good game if you want to buy it, especially when it goes on sale. Because then you get it for
it.
real
Yeah,
cheap.
'cause I missed the sale when you suggested it, so I've
Yeah.
kind of been waiting.
Yeah, there's going to be another winter sale coming up here soon. But I would buy it then, because it's a good game, but the issue is, it's going to have a lot of Souls-like grinding in it for leveling up each character, and if you want 100% it, you're going to have to beat the game like 12 times. So it might be a little bit too much for an in-between game. It's got to be kind of its own main series kind of thing. And I don't think you, me, and Tyler combined want to do 3 Souls-like grinding experiences in a row. might just be a little bit much. So we'll probably have to come up with something else to do in between, some other 3P or 4P thing. Which I'm sure we can come up with something simple. Did any of the races in Pathfinder stand out as you as particularly interesting?
Let me think. I like the way it describes their outlooks on life, like elves for one. Like, namely the elves who live alongside humans.
Oh.
And I like the way it describes their relationship with humans, like the different races.
Yeah.
I also like the way that they really make the personalities of gnomes stand out compared to the D&D gnomes.
In what way are they different?
Well, they're not just, you know, how do I put it? Like, D&D gnomes get a bad reputation for just being whimsical prankster type people.
Yeah. They make him seem like an actual living creature instead of just some trope.
Okay, I gotta find where these red spiders are coming from before I do anything else. Oh, they're probably coming from above. Now, where's the switch? This elevator doesn't have a switch. Maybe there is no elevator here. No, there isn't one. It's just a hole. Gotta climb up. I should have known it wouldn't be this simple. They're throwing a lot of obstacles in my way. There was a hunter, a couple of knights. What? Tiny chest? Just sitting in the middle of the balcony? Okay.
I would have loved if that was the only mimic available in Bloodborne.
There's another tiny chest. Oh, and there's the bell ringer. Fuck you. Yeah, there's no elevator here. There's just an elevator room with no elevator. It's kind of strange.
And this is a root dungeon, right?
Yes.
I guess that's one of the weird things that can happen in them.
Oh jeez, I didn't know you were in here. This asshole is fast. This is a fast giant.
He's a fast hole.
Damn it. He also doesn't stagger. Well, he doesn't recoil. There, dead.
Did you find the thing?
I found a big chest. This might be it. There's a message in front of it. Oh, vile blood, have audience with Queen. Yep, this has got to be it. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ring of Betrothal.
I'll be right back in just a second.
Let's see. The inhuman beings known as the Great Ones imbued this ring of betrothal with some special meaning. In the age of the Great Ones, wedlock was a blood contract only permitted to those slated to bear a special child. Okay, so now we can leave. Though I'm really interested in seeing what else is in this dungeon. At least when I fight the boss, I came all this way.
I am back. Now you said the version of Pathfinder we were going to use is like revision 6?
It's just the 6th printing of the core rulebook with all the previous erratas added.
Okay.
It's still version 1.
Oh boy, is Paizo not an easy website to read.
It used to be easier. I remember it used to be very simple, but it seems like they've updated it a lot.
Yeah, because a list of official resources for Pathfinder. The only thing I've been able to find is errata documents, 5th printing to 6th printing. Oh boy.
And there's 2 bloodsuckers here, god damn it.
Do you happen to remember where you found your version of the core rulebook?
Trove.
Oh, okay.
Alright, the Watchers. Shouldn't be too bad. What? Hey, that my post was stolen from me. I was right inside him. Damn it! You took it away from me again. Why can't I right post?
This game hates you today. I found it.
There. Finally got a right post. Alright, one's half dead.
Is the artwork on all the core rulebooks the same?
Should be. It's the same book.
Because I remember that's the exact same artwork of the one I got, but, you know, I didn't know if that meant it was the same printing or not.
Alright, 2 of them are half dead. one's almost dead. And now it's dead. Okay, that's one.
Oh. Well, that's easy to understand. It pretty much spells out what all of those terms you were talking about are. Extraordinary abilities are unusual abilities that do not rely on magic.
Okay.
Spell-like abilities... Huh?
I imagine all three of them are like that, though, aren't they?
No. Spell-like abilities function just like spells, but are granted through a special racial ability, or by a specific class ability, as opposed to spells which are gained by as opposed to spells which are gained by spellcasting classes as a character gains levels. So they're magic, they're just not classified as spells. And then supernatural abilities are magical attacks, defensives, and qualities. These abilities can always be active or can require a specific action to utilize. Supernatural abilities description includes information on how it is used and its effects.
Got a chunk. Oh, well. Something tells me we don't really need to know what the actual definitions of those three terms are, just that they're terms and that other elements in the game will refer to them.
Yeah, I feel it's rather straightforward, honestly.
Very well.
Can I get some examples of them?
Well, I suppose I could look in the abilities and see if they list them.
Farewell.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, here's something. A human is capable of having draconic heritage, and a human with that trait would gain dark vision. Since that's a racial thing, that's always active, that would be a supernatural ability.
But here lieth our
I
throne.
believe, anyway.
Are those draconic sorcerers like in 5e?
Or get thee gone.
Draconic sorcerers?
Yes.
And actually, no, I was wrong. Dark vision is an extraordinary ability, not a supernatural. Maybe it is less easy to understand than I thought.
That's what I was saying.
Though, yeah, that does actually make sense, because it is a natural ability based on their heritage.
Visitor. I am ruler, yet what is it thou? Well, an odd.
Yeah, so I guess I understand the difference between extraordinary abilities and the other two, but I don't understand the difference between spell-like and supernatural. because both of them just seem like they're two different ways to say spells that aren't classified actually as spells.
Okay, so I went and I joined the Vile Bloods, and now that I have the ring, I can choose this option. I can propose to the Queen of the Vile Bloods, and she's the only character in the entire game that you can propose to for some reason. So we're gonna go ahead and try it.
Speak not those words. We have little need of a consort. Such a path would belike lead to further ruin. Thou art dear to us. We would see no harm befall thee. Still thy honeyed tongue. The thought alone sufficeth. Thy worth is too great. Now, speak no more on the matter. Honestly.
Okay. She has 3 different lines of dialogue that she says when you try to propose to her, but she'll refuse you every time. So, I don't know if there's some important piece of lore involving the ring. I honestly don't know why this is here. Maybe there was another marriage that took place at some point in the timeline?
Maybe.
We await thy return for the honor.
Yep, but that's all the ring is for. It's all it does.
Yeah. I did find a better description on spell-like abilities.
Yeah?
Usually, a spell-like ability works just like the spell of that name. A spell-like ability has no verbal, somatic, or material component, nor does it require a focus. The user activates it mentally. Armor never affects a spell-like ability's use, even if the ability resembles an arcane spell with a somatic component.
Oh, wait. So, is it just psychic abilities?
It can be. They are abilities that resemble arcane spells, but are not functionally the same, even if they do the exact same thing.
Well, that much I knew.
Yeah.
A spell like
a spell-like ability has a casting time of 1 standard action unless noted otherwise.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, spell-like abilities are magic that don't cost spell slots.
Yeah. Essentially cantrips.
Essentially, but without any kind of components.
Here, let's see. If a character class grants a spell-like ability that is not based on an actual spell, the ability's effective spell level is equal to the highest level class spell the character can cast, and is cast at the class level the ability is gained. Supernatural abilities. These can't be disrupted in combat and generally don't provoke attacks of opportunity. They aren't subject to spell resistance, counter spells, or dispel magic, and don't function in anti-magic areas. So that's what sets a supernatural ability apart from a spell. Dispel magic, counter spells, and spell resistance don't affect them, because they're a different sort of power. And extraordinary abilities. These abilities cannot be disrupted in combat as spells can, and generally do not provoke attacks of opportunity. Effects or areas that negate or disrupt magic have no effect on extraordinary abilities, and they are not subject to dispelling, and they function normally in an anti-magic field. Indeed, extraordinary abilities do not qualify as magical, though they may break the laws of physics. Interesting.
Hey,
Yeah.
these enemies are too easy. God damn it.
What?
Does the DLC not get harder in New Game Plus?
It does.
Huh.
Yeah, because I've been to. Remember, I was here on a New Game 6 run, and I was getting basically one-shotted by everything. This is kind of scary. But you also have a fuckload of health. You know, the bad thing is, before we can even really start developing our characters for Pathfinder, we have to make a lot of choices of what kind of campaign we want, even if we're just going to run modules.
Don't you think it's just safest if we use the middle option for each one?
What do you mean by middle?
Well, I saw the experience chart for Pathfinder, and it seems like it's best if we just chose the middle option, the middle leveling speed. Like, regardless of what kind of campaign we're going to run.
Do you happen to know where the experience chart is?
It's toward the beginning, before the class section.
Okay. After races, probably?
Before races.
Oh, okay. I do like how they include a height chart of some of the races to sort of show where they're at.
5e did the same thing.
Did it? I don't remember.
Not the visible height chart, but it did list height ranges.
But yeah, it's nice to see it in scale.
Yeah, gnomes are taller than halflings in Pathfinder.
Yeah, which is very surprising, actually.
Different from D&D.
Can't actually find the experience chart.
Maybe it is after races, but before classes, because I haven't started reading about classes yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going down races then. Not because then it transitions directly into classes. Okay.
It's in the bottom left of whatever page it appears on.
So maybe it's smaller than what I was looking for. Let me go back up and check. Do you remember if it was before or after ability scores?
I imagine it would be after.
Those are the only charts I can find.
Alright, hold on. Let me make sure I'm in a safe place. come on, stop lagging.
I wonder if it's skipping over pages. I'm gonna actually use Adobe Reader instead of Chrome.
Okay, I found it. It's on page 30. It should be right at the beginning of the class section.
Okay. Thank you much.
Ha, that's funny. I didn't know the guys in the wheelchairs could kill the other enemies.
I didn't either, actually. Yeah, medium seems fair enough, I suppose. Man. The sword the dude on the next picture is using looks cool and also ridiculous.
So, typical fantasy weapon.
Yeah, it's like a 6-foot-long greatsword, but it's also about 8 inches wide. Cloud would be right at home swinging that thing. Oh, and actually, no, that's another dude. That's a girl. I thought they had a mustache. No, they're just sneering weirdly.
Chunk.
What happened? Yeah, Chunk!
Listen close.
Man, does Adobe struggle with, you know, files that are 500 pages long.
Mm-hmm.
It's just... Ugh. But how do we want to do abilities? Do we want to go for something that's like just start off with average available points?
If you want to use point buying, you can, but the one method offered seems pretty cool.
Which one?
I believe you're given like 24 d6. You have to put at least 3 d6 into each score, so that's 18. But the remaining 6 you can put into whatever ability scores you want.
I like that. That's really cool. Because, like, point by, like, I wasn't even just, like, mentioning point by itself, but they have, and I don't know if they list it in this or if it's something the community has come with, but there is, is this it? There's like different categories of what kind of campaign you want to run, like low fantasy, high fantasy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And based on that, you do stuff that gives you more or less points on average, even if you're using dice roll.
Yeah, I think it's best if we just stick with the average. Because we don't want our characters to be too weak or too strong. You know, the pressure plates in this place annoy me because once you step on them, they seem to disappear.
Okay, so you think dice pool would be the best method for us to use?
Dude,
Yeah.
these weak-ass brainheads that don't drop anything
Yeah.
give 5,000 blood echoes apiece.
That's a bit much. It's a bit much, Bloodborne. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna go see how much the Lecture Hall grind gives in New Game Plus with all of the moon runes.
Oh yeah, because if it gives more blood echoes, it may be more worthwhile than that one chalice dungeon.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier and a lot faster. But is it actually worth it? Let's find out. So if it gives like 100,000 now or something, then yeah, it's totally worth it over the other one because it's way less dangerous to do.
What? Okay, that guy wasn't there and then he suddenly appeared.
Ew.
Oh, come on, dude.
I'm already thinking this might actually be more worth it now. Because the goo students give 6,100 echoes each. So, it's not open. Which door opens first? God damn it. This one? Yes. Okay, so I have 32,000 souls, or echoes, going into this. Let's see what I end up with.
God, is it not possible to parry someone when they're in the middle of a jump?
It might not be.
Gotcha. Okay, Where is that lever?
Okay, I'm gonna have to redo that wrong, because I think I was wrong on how many echoes I had, so I'm gonna use all of them first, so I can get the exact amount.
Okay, this just leads up to the ladder. How do I get to that?
You might have to bring the thing down.
What thing down?
Just the entire.
Okay, yeah, how do
Well,
I do
raise it
that?
up.
I'm trying to figure it out.
You have to go to the very top to raise it up. I meant, not bring it down.
Okay, but I can't find the lever. That's what I'm looking for.
It's at the. You have to climb up to the very, 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 very top.
I went up there. All I did was fight a bunch of crows and rats.
The lever's up there in the center of that room.
It is?
Yeah, you have to cross the beams into the center. Okay, I have 245 soul or echoes. Goddammit, now.
Oh, there it is. It's one of those horizontal ones.
Yeah.
No mercy for blobby things. Woeful blobby thing and wondrous feasting. Special item waits ahead, therefore treat blobby thing with care. Something just died.
Yeah, I think this method wins now. 900. I got 99,000 echoes.
From a run?
Yeah. It's a lot easier and it's a lot faster.
Also, hold on real quick. I thought you couldn't get duplicate runes.
You're not supposed to be able to.
Because I did kill that crow last time, didn't I? For the guidance rune?
Maybe it's another step of the guidance.
Also, this... I just noticed this when I was climbing up. I don't think I ever found this before. This little secret. You guys carefully drop down here. There's a chest down there, guarded by crows.
Also, can you check your frames for me?
0.1% dropped frames.
Probably on my end then.
It seems to be happening a lot, though. I've gotten a lot of notifications about it.
It's still only 0.1%, so it wouldn't be... Like, that wouldn't be causing the amount of lag I'm seeing. It might just be because I have so much stuff open on my computer right now.
Yeah, I never found this little area before. This is a pretty cool spot. What's in this chest? Fine Strike Damp Blood Gem 5.
Interesting.
Crow that drops 2 antidotes. And this guy that just keeps running around. Okay. Look at this guy. He reminds me of that Speedy Hollow from, the Huntsman's Cups. Okay, that just leads back to this ladder.
Now there is something going on with your frames. I checked another stream.
Alright, well, let me close some things then. It seems like it's whenever I have Design Doll open that you guys complain about the frames.
Well, I imagine so, because that's a heavy resource-intensive program, ain't it?
Is it? I don't know. I mean, it's not like a normal 3D modeling program. It's just taking an already existing model and posing it.
Well, yeah, but like already existing models are normally pretty high polygon. And it has to render each change. And then keep track of that.
Well, it's closed now.
And yeah, it cleared up immediately. Yeah, everything's good. Seriously, like it was getting really unwatchable, and now it's perfect. So yeah, that's something you definitely don't want to keep open when streaming.
Okay.
Yeah, you know it's got to get bad if I start being like, because I normally don't complain about that shit. If Tyler had seen that, he would have been throwing a fit. Like probably 20 minutes ago.
Okay. Gonna return to the Hunter's Dream, replenish my vials, and then attempt to fight this boss.
Good luck. I'm sorry I'm not there to help.
You could be. I mean,
We'd have to take out Ludwig.
I can beat him. I know how. I know his weak point.
Welcome.
You also might be
Very
able to clear
well.
this faster, though. And then Maria is definitely soloable, even in this. She
Farewell,
fights like a
good
hunter.
maid.
If I'm able to solo Maria, you're definitely able to solo Maria, even if your game lost.
But I also kind of suck at parrying.
You've gotten a lot better. I'd say you're about as good as I am. I think you're underselling your own skill a little.
Well, we'll see.
And also, I had another question. In the case Keith isn't able to DM stuff, if we're just using modules, wouldn't it theoretically be like actually really simple to DM and play along at the same time?
It's difficult for me to keep my DM knowledge separate from my player knowledge, even if I know how the character would react in a situation. I mean, a DM PC is still just an NPC, just one with class levels.
I suppose.
I have failed. Please.
Okay. Got my shield out. Here we go. kind of attack is that? He headbutted the ground.
Okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
I wish I could see the individual health bars. Stop headbutting the ground, God. I know you're really, really into sports, but there's no reason for this type of behavior. That's weird. Has that line always been there on my health bar? Here. There's a gray line in the empty part of my health bar, like 2/3 of the way through it.
I can't see it on the
Well,
stream.
I'm full health now.
But the stream's behind enough that you still less.
Okay, well I survived the meteor swarm. Only got hit once. Here they go again. You can also use the big flowers in the middle as cover. 'Cause they only come from one direction. Well, that's not fair. You weren't casting with the rest of them. They're almost dead. Got him. But or not. Come on, one hit away from death. Going with the bullet. There, beat him. First try. They're really easy.
Question.
Yes?
Do you happen to know offhand if, when you're using that dice pool thing, you still can only get a stat to 20, right?
It doesn't say. I mean, there's a chart that shows all the benefits you get from having an ability score all the way up in the 40s, so probably not.
Oh, really?
There's no cap on ability scores, just like in 4E.
Well, using point buy, you can only go up to 18, apparently.
Yeah.
Welcome. Very well. Farewell.
Okay, all of the methods described above allow for a maximum score of 18. So no matter what, you can only get 18 even using Dice Pool. It just gives you a better chance of getting an 18.
Weird. You know, a fire paper would be of any use against her?
Let me look. It doesn't look like she has any elemental weaknesses.
Okay, but using fire paper isn't gonna make me do less damage, right?
It didn't list her as being resilient to it either.
Alright.
Her fire defense is 177. It actually does list it. Her bolt, is that bolt? Yeah, bolt defense is 103.
So she's weaker to bolt?
Weaker to bolt, but not particularly weak to either. Or resilient either.
Still, I heard weaker to bolt.
Yeah. I wonder if her defenses are just based on her armor set.
I also want to get a look at this thing. Apparently there are a bunch of runes etched into the corners of this big clock. And the one here at the bottom center is the symbol for Great Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one that, if I'm not mistaken, the one it stops on that opens it, or just one of the ones that's like randomly seen on it, is not a rune we actually know. I think Vati said one of the runes on, like one or several of the runes on the clock are unknown. So it's possible they could be Forgotten Carol runes from the time of the Hunters.
Okay, well, here we go. Wish me luck.
Break a sword on her.
Oh, parried her right away. 2,800 damage.
What did I tell you?
Well, that didn't work. Neither did that. Come on. Oh, come on, I parried her. Hate that. There we go. You serious? Wallpaper only adds 40 damage.
That's not much.
Peter. Huh. Why are these bosses so easy?
Because you have skills now. And lots of health.
Okay, before I move on, before I do anything, whole reason I'm doing this, gotta go back and talk to the plain doll. Okay, talk to her.
Good hunter. This may sound strange, but have I somehow changed? Moments ago, from some place, perhaps deep within, I sensed a liberation from heavy shackles. Not that I would know. How passing strange. Good hunter, your presence somehow soothes. I sense the ancient echoes. They course your veins. Farewell, good hunter. May...
Okay, there you go. That's one line. Now, what's the thing that you can do with the invincible guy that wanders around the front of the hamlet?
Do you have the milkweed rune?
Right, that. Okay, I'll go back and put it on once I get the next lantern.
Alright.
How do I... Here we go. Okay, so it starts on the Great Lake rune. Cycles through a whole bunch of runes. And just ends on the Great Lake rune again. So it just does a complete 360. Okay.
Last atonement for the mercy. Fullness.
So, have you just been doing more Pathfinder research this whole time?
Yeah.
Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably won't need them, but can you look up some glyphs for places where I can easily get some really powerful blood gems from the root dungeons?
The problem is The blood gems that actually get more powerful than the ones we are have to be farmed.
The drops?
Yeah, they're all drops. Because we're about as powerful as we can be without farming the really rare stuff. And then they're all randomized cursed gems, so you could get one that makes you really powerful but drains you 10, HP attack. So still not really usable.
I am cauliflower.
Yes, you are. I'm sure you're so proud.
I can't believe that cauliflower can be used as pizza dough.
It is pretty wacky.
Okay, hold on.
Blasphemous, murderers, blood-crazed fiends. Atonement for the wretches by the wrath of Mother Goss. Mercy for the poor wizened child. Mercy. Oh, please. Curse here, curse there. A curse for he and she. White hair. A bottomless curse. A bottomless sea. Source of all greatness. All things that be. Listen for the baneful chants. Weep with them as one in trance. And weep with us. Oh, weep with us.
A cursed brew. So that's how you get it?
Yep.
Oh, I thought I just missed picking it up from somewhere.
No, you have to talk to him with the milkweed rune, which is weird.
So what does it do? Just summons skulls and things?
Yeah.
Summoned skull. That's the wrong option. Okay, now I gotta get through the fishing hamlet. This should be fun. I keep wanting to avoid those glowing green things. I don't think they do anything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, they don't do anything.
But they look so suspicious. You know which race has become more and more interesting to me lately the more I hear about them?
What?
Dwarves.
Really?
Yes, it's taken a long time, but I'm finally starting to see the appeal.
What about them has been appealing to
It's hard to put into words. It's the reason it took me so long.
you? I mean, I understand their appeal. They're very sturdy.
That's what you think their appeal is?
That's one of them.
I'm not just talking about mechanically. Okay, well, I killed that big guy. Let's try using the accursed brew. Next enemies we see. I didn't do anything because he blew himself up. It only summons one skull. It's just like a throwable item.
It's essentially an arcane damage Molotov cocktail.
Is it worth it?
I mean, it can be if you like using it.
Ah, god damn it. Oh, I never noticed that part of the animation before. After the first 3 chops, your character grabs their hand and pushes them out of the way. Nope. 3 is enough. Okay, that's gonna be another witch up here. Or the same witch, who knows. Oh no, you don't. Leave me alone. You're not gonna kill me before I hit this lantern. There we go. Man, that guy does not want me to go back outside. Still can't believe that invader opened that door for me.
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
It's like Anna Orlando all over again.
Yeah. It's very, very nice of them to do so. Still weird, though.
As if I were an invader, I would re-close doors.
That would be such a dick move. Can you imagine, like, if you see that's open, just go back and close it. Fuck off. That way, even if you lose, you still screw with them. Oh, that would be so mean.
Chunk. I'm gonna blow chunks.
Why did you get so British there?
It's not British, it's Irish. Do you ever watch Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah, it just sounded more British when you do it.
I don't know. I don't normally do little Irish girl voices. Okay, Brodor is your name? Come on out.
Brador.
Brador?
Brodor. He's got a can of Four Loko in one hand and a vape in the other.
Hey, come on. I can't even get a shot off. He hits me faster than I fire. I can't fire. As soon as I see him attacking, I go to hit the button, and he hits me.
He's a dick.
Okay. You are a dick. I heard the parry sound, but nothing happened.
Well, okay, game.
Oh, I think it's because he used a lead elixir.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it happened again.
Can you not be parried when you have a lead elixir on?
I guess so.
What a dick!
So
Luckily, he doesn't have, like, shit for health.
I gotta keep him from drinking.
I mean, there also is another solution.
Beast throw him up a ledge.
No, if you go back and kill him in his cell, he won't invade.
Well, I killed him. But it took everything I had. Okay, let's go back and kill him. He's gonna be a pain in the ass. Also, hi Simon. Yeah, I'm just gonna not talk to him. Then he can lie there dying for all eternity.
Not actually leave. He does not get a good end. Then again, no one in these games does. There are no happy endings in Soulsborne.
What about for the plain doll? None of the endings really affect her.
She's also, well, she's also not real. Because in the waking world, she doesn't exist. She's only there as long as the dream exists.
Oh, shit. Didn't want to go there.
And then there also is the implication that she's just possessed by Erden. So, you know, that could just be an old one fucking with you.
I'm sure there's someone who has a good ending of some sort.
Characters either don't have an arc or they don't have a good ending. That's just kind of how it goes.
Oh, what about the blacksmiths from Demon's Souls?
I don't remember enough about them.
Well, actually, I suppose you did mention characters either don't have an arc or they don't have a good ending. And the
Yeah.
blacksmiths didn't really have an arc. They just had a thing where apparently at some point in history they argued a lot. But other than that, they just serve as your blacksmiths.
Yep, and same in Dark Souls. Andre doesn't do anything. Nothing bad happens to him unless you kill him. But
How
nothing good
about Yuria the Witch?
I don't remember anything about Demon Souls, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, she was tortured for being a witch for a while, but then you free her, and she spends the rest of the game as a merchant. So, you know, good ending.
I suppose I would almost classify her more in the same category as the Smiths, because her arc is just, I'm gonna sell you stuff now, and like that's it.
So a character needs to have multiple interactions with the player character?
Yeah, like characters like Solaire or Lautrec.
Okay, then I've got one. Also
Yeah.
from Demon Souls. Bjorn.
Okay.
He's an optional character. You don't have to free him, but you can, and it is possible for him to die. But you can, you know, keep him from dying, and he lives in the end. And he's pretty cheerful all throughout. And you do see him a few times.
Is he the one in the first world? The knight? Or is there someone else?
There's a few knights in the first world.
The one with the, that you have to... well, no, because I remember that guy's someone of Ostrava, isn't he?
You're thinking of, no, his name is Ostrava.
Oh.
Well, not his real name. Okay, that asshole in the wheelchair needs to stop. No. That was Ostrava of Boletaria.
Ostrava Bolter, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, the character I'm talking about is a knight that you free from the cells. Beneath the Tower Knights Arena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get the key to free him from the third area. Then you can go back and free him. And yeah, and he'll help with the penetrative boss.
That's pretty cool.
Also, do I have the key to this door?
You hate fear for only death and the church assassin. Fear for the...
No, I don't have the key. Where do I get it?
Oh. You have to talk to Simon.
Alright.
So it's either you make your job easier and let Simon live, or kill Simon.
Don't you mean make your job easier and kill him?
Yes, that's what I meant. My language doesn't work sometimes.
I keep coming up with things to complain about my job while I'm at my job, and I tend to forget about them when I come home.
Have you had any more interesting pronunciations of
General Sos? No, not really. Just been the same old mispronunciations here and there.
Please, please.
Although there are still a lot of people who say Lao main instead of Lo main for some reason. No, but one thing that really irritates me, because I don't understand what people are even thinking when they say this, but whenever they walk up to the counter and they want to place an order,
Yeah.
they'll place it, and either before or after doing so, they'll specify very matter-of-factly that, oh, and by the way, this is to go. As opposed to eating it in the lobby? Because normally people don't place orders for eating in at the counter. They sit down first and tell the waitress what they want.
Yeah. That's weird. I don't get the reasoning for doing that.
I also can't stand the people who call us and try to place an order, and they try so very hard to end the phone call as soon as possible without giving us their phone number. It's like, okay, then you'll get here and we won't know who you are.
You guys don't have caller ID.
We do, but we have to ask people for their phone number in case they need to use, in case they want us to contact them with a different number.
Yeah.
And we use phone numbers to identify people when they come in. Like, they come in, we say, did you place an order? Yes. Phone number? And they give us the number, we look at the slips, and we give them their order.
It's weird how few adults actually understand takeout etiquette. Because it's, for some reason, like the highest grade of skill for some people that they just can't get.
Into the unknown.
Well, I died. God damn this asshole. How are you supposed to fight him when he has the lead elixir?
Honestly, just kind of hit and run.
Do you even do any damage to him when your weapon bounces off?
Yes, you do your normal damage, you just recoil.
Well, that's kind of how I fight, is, you know, rapidly attacking them. I got a fast weapon. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stay on him. I'm not going to let him drink anything. And he's dead. That's how you beat him. Constant pressure. Now we'll go down and kill this son of a bitch.
Well, he up. Nothing changes.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm playing Destiny since I can't really help you right now. And the other team is being a jackass in Gambit right now.
Did you want to do something together in the game?
I mean, if you want to.
I mean, because I still need to go to the upper cathedral. Or wait, have I been there already? Upper Cathedral is where you fight the Celestial Emissary, right?
Yes.
No, I don't think I've been there yet.
Okay, yeah, so we can do that. I don't know if I got the key to that place, so I might have to run down and grab it.
Still, I can't believe I beat 2 DOC bosses on my first try, solo. And New Game Plus.
You're pretty good at this game. I'm not too surprised.
And down I go. But luckily I didn't die.
Yay.
Such a high chance of instant death in that scenario, but I managed to survive. What? I was to your left, cheating asshole. Well, to your right, my left. Whatever. Point is, I was at the side of your barrel, so it shouldn't have hit me. You know, one thing I never really questioned was that enormous tree in the center of Yharnam. The tree's as big as a church.
I guess it is.
I think it's bigger than some of the churches around here. Upper Cathedral Ward key. Two-shot the little fetus things. And there's the lantern. So, did you get the key?
I'm trying to leave the thing I'm doing so I can actually get back on Bloodborne. But I had to wait through a loading screen in order to do so.
You know what's... this is one of the things that pisses me off the most about these games.
What?
This spot right here. A 6-year-old could easily step onto this box, step onto that ledge, climb over the railing, and be at the boss. But no, we gotta go all the way through it because it's a video game.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I do prefer, like, more open-world sandboxy games, because there's a lot less weird shit like that, where it's like, well, why can't I go up here? Because you can't step.
Because the grass is slightly taller, stupid.
Yeah, it's like, no, well, I have a jump button, so now I can get there.
Oh, it's that you have a jump button? Well, it's not gonna help with the invisible walls. Why are there
Thankfully,
invisible
that's
walls?
less and less.
Why are there invisible walls? Why, the ancients put them there, silly.
The loading times in modern video games are just atrocious. Finally, god damn. Okay, so I got out of that. Let me take care of one small thing, and then I'm swapping back to Bloodborne. This is just running over to an NPC and talking to him, so it's gonna be quick. I was gonna. Have you yourself ever like browsed Etsy to see if people are making 3D printed stuff from games that you like?
No.
I think you'd have some. You could have some fun with some of the stuff you could find on there. It's like this one dude that I follow on there, who I'm absolutely going to be buying his stuff eventually. He made his own modular print system where you can like mix and match parts of the laser weapons from Fallout 4. So you can buy like the base actual receiver, and then you can buy either a pistol or a rifle barrel or a sniper barrel, and then either a pistol or a rifle handguard and grip, and just put together the model yourself slowly over time. So you don't have to spend like $200 all at once to buy the kit for a full-size rifle. You can, over a couple months, spend $30 here, $14 there, and just slowly piece it together. It's kind of cool. Okay, back on Bloodborne. Okay, and you get the key in Yarhar Ghul, right?
Yeah, you gotta go to that bridge with the laser and drop down to the side.
Okay, so I'm gonna go do that. Because, yeah, you drop down to the side, then drop into the cage where that one patient, or that one... It's a member of the choir, right?
I think it's a member of Mensis. This guy with the cage head? Well, maybe not, I don't know.
Well, no, because Mensis is the school there. I think it's a member of the choir they have in a cage.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of one of those things that's pointing to Mensis sort of splintering off and kind of being at odds with the church now. Because they have just... one, there's a hostile member of the choir intelligence inside their nightmare. And two, that it might be the dude they just have chained up in a cage, dead. I got the key.
Why is it called the orphanage key?
That implies that all of these the celestial emissaries are experimented on children, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Because we know that members of the choir are capable of turning people into those things.
Yeah. Oh boy. This is a dark fucking game.
Another weird thing about video games is, how does your character know what the key is called?
It's a good point.
Like, if this was a tabletop RPG and you just found a key, looks like a regular old skeleton key, and the DM goes, "You found the orphanage key." One of the players would just be like, "Oh, how do we know that?"
It has orphanage written on the side. I think that's just one of the several things that are gameplay compared to how the world actually portrays them. Like, the way we fight, I think, is entirely gameplay, and the way we get blood echoes. Shit. What do you have to do to open the side path in Cathedral Ward?
You haven't opened that yet?
No.
Did you buy the key from the Bath Messengers in the dream?
It doesn't open with a key. It opens with an action. I just forget what the action is.
Well, it was open for me. Well, I've unlocked the way all the way to the boss, so...
I guess maybe it would be...
I'm gonna look it up. Cathedral Ward, side door. Well, this isn't helping.
You have to kill the blood-starved beast.
You haven't done that yet?
No, I had no reason to. I helped you do it, and then... yeah. Shit. Okay, so I guess I can't help with that either, because we'd have to do all of that for me. Huh.
Okay then. I mean, this is an easy enough boss.
Yeah. I mean, and you know the cheese. You can literally just hit the right one with the Shaman Bone Blade and watch the others decimate it. So even if you're somehow having trouble with it, you can just do that.
Well, I might just want to show it off anyway. Finally get some use out of these things. Okay, geez, they hit hard. Okay, I think the right one tries to stay away from you.
Yeah, it'll try to walk away.
Yeah, I see it. Trying to target it now. There. Did I hit the wrong one? No, they're hitting it. Just not all of them are hitting it.
I think you managed to hit 2 of them at once, is the issue.
Oh, there, I hit it again.
And you did kill a couple of them already, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna reduce the damage they do to it, since there's less of them. If you manage to hit it at the beginning of the fight, when all of them are surrounding it, they will, like, kill it before it transforms. It's insane. That thing's got some reach.
Damn it, I missed. Oh, I'm out of Shaman Bone Blades. Damn it, stop it. There, all the little ones are dead.
I have no idea what caused that coughing fit. Ah, that really fucking hurt.
Okay, that's funny. I caused him to fall off the ledge. But now I'm stuck. Oh, he's dead.
There you go. After the boss is here, what do you have to do left? Just Murgo's wet nurse?
Well, if I want to get the other line of dialogue from the plain doll, I need to kill Koss again. Orphan of Koss. But who knows, maybe I can do it.
You have cleared the other ones with no difficulty. So maybe you can.
Wait, I thought there was a lantern down here.
There is. Oh wait, no, there's not.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, I thought there was two, but no.
I can't go back up though, can I?
No. It's a one-way trip.
Fine, I'll just bold hunter's mark. I guess I need my vials back.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the last thing we do tonight.
Okay. Only a 2-hour stream.
Welcome. What?
Yeah, it has to be short.
You gotta work early.
I work from 12 to 8:30 tomorrow.
Okay.
And the day after that.
Very well. Let.
Are you gonna be streaming tomorrow night, or probably not?
No.
No.
I work 2 8.5-hour
Farewell,
shifts.
good
I don't want to
hunter.
stream after that. I want to relax.
God.
I'm hoping that this is enough to get me one more level. Should be.
Welcome. What? Very well. Let.
Yep. I need almost 300,000 blood echoes to level now. Level 191.
Farewell, good.
Lumen Flower Gardens. Isn't there a teleport location in the DLC called Lumen Flower Gardens? Kazi? Are you muted? Okay, Kazi's gone. Don't remember him saying if he would be right back or anything.
Okay, I'm back from that.
Oh, from what exactly?
Another coughing fit. I don't know what I did.
You're still
But
coughing.
yeah, I think I fucked up my throat today because I was trying a new screaming technique. And it was a rather intense one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I just tore my throat up a little bit.
Okay, well, I'm about to try fighting a Britus.
Good luck. Don't die.
Is that all you can do is just body slam? Swing your arms around. Did I visceral it? I appear to be stuck inside it. I'm not sure what's going on here. But I'm winning, and I'm not taking damage. There we go, I'm free. I won. That was weird. Huh. Well, okay then. Oh, I did remember another boss I still have to beat that you could help me with next time. You still coughing?
I had my stupid mic muted. I've been talking to you this whole time with it muted. God damn it.
Okay, well, what were you saying?
Well, one, which boss were you talking about?
Amygdala.
Oh yeah, I can't help with that.
Okay, well, I just soloed a bunch of bosses in 1 2-hour stream, so that was pretty cool.
Was I unmuted at all during your fight with
Britus? No.
Damn it! I was just sitting there being like, "What the fuck?" the entire time. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen this game do. It's just falling apart at the fucking seams. Oh, that's good. I just got a network error for Bloodborne.
It's fine on my end.
And now it connected.
Okay, well, either way, this is where we gotta end the stream. Short one tonight, but man, I made a lot of progress.
Yeah, you did. You cleared almost the entire DLC.
Well, I cleared about half of it, solo.
And then you cleared a bunch of bosses on this side, too.
Let's see, which bosses did I beat? I beat
Living Failures.
Living Failures, Maria, Celestial Emissary, Abritus.
Then you did the one. What's it called? The root, right? Did you clear a boss there?
Oh, yeah, I fought the 3 Watchers.
Yeah. So there's that.
Wow.
You did a lot in 2 hours. Holy shit.
And next time, let's see, we gotta fight Amygdala. Then I gotta try fighting the Orphan of Kos again. That's gonna be fun. And then if I can beat him, we can go fight Murgo's wet nurse, and the only thing left to do will be the final boss. I gotta figure out how to back up my save though, so I can show both the other 2 endings.
Yeah, I gotta figure out mine too, because one, I'm gonna fight, and next I'm just gonna give in, and that might platinum Bloodborne for me, actually.
Unless you guys just want to do New Game Plus Plus.
No. I really don't.
I mean, we'd speed through it so fast, we wouldn't fight all the bosses that time.
It'll be easier just to do the backup, I think.
If we can. If it lets us.
Yeah, it will.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for coming in to watch. And we'll see you all sometime next week. I don't know yet, because our Bloodborne days depend on Tyler's schedule. Same for the Spyro days. And that determines what the rest of my schedule is going to be. So we'll just have to wait and see. So, good night everybody.
Good night.